97.9 The Fox.
Good morning, Nation.
Keisha J. Jas live from the local Houston BFW Center studio.
Oh, man, we having a real good time today, man. Podcast hour, we're talking about all things NCAA Final Four weekend here in Houston. Of course, Megan Thee Stallion's taking the stage on Friday night as a headliner. Lil Nas X is going to be performing. And we got our very own, and I say our very own because he's family. You always in here with us, right? Terry the Trainer, who's the co-founder of The League. It's an athletic style training facility, but it's for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, Terry, we have this big, I think I could imagine this might be the biggest dribble that they're going to ever have, y'all. 4,000 kids.
Yeah. 4,000.
Dribbling, doing a dribble for the NCAA weekend.
Sweet.
And you are going to be getting everybody warmed up. Now, I could imagine you probably train 25, 30, 35, 40 people at a time, but 4,000?
Wow.
Yeah, 4,000. This is crazy.
Now, how you going to get 4,000 kids?
I feel like Lil Nas X in this thing. Like,
I'm
grateful.
performing out
I'm
there, right?
honored. Like, I'm really fired up to do it. My little man, my oldest son is 6. He'll be in the dribble. He'll be one of the young athletes. And my chief core value is loving people well and being a great dad. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to speak to everybody like I speak to my little boy.
Oh,
and,
I like that.
My big thing is, like, I want to talk to kids, not for where they are now, but where they're going. And one thing my son always tells me is, like, he'll look at the TV and be like, oh, LeBron is so cool. I wish I could be like LeBron. One day I'm going to be LeBron. I'm like, man, you're going to be Terry Williams III. Like,
Right.
You're going to be the LeBron of whatever career field you step into. I think something like the Final Four is really powerful for kids. Something like the McDonald's All-American Games is really powerful for kids because they see not something to just wish they could do, but they see literally what's possible and what they can step
Love
into.
it.
I love how you shouted out J-Mac, Earn Your Leisure. Was at the All-American Games?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, huge LeBron fan, love it. But the person that I saw last night on Instagram was like, dang, it would be fire to sit next to them. Earn Your Leisure.
Earn Your Leisure, man.
They're the LeBron of financial literacy education.
Yes.
In the minority communities. And I think it's so cool for kids to see all this stuff that's out here, what's possible for them to step into one day. And so I just want to remind these kids what they can be the LeBron of when they get older, and that all starts right now. We're going to get one
Boy, you got me excited right now.
Now, are all these kids already selected, the 4,000 kids?
We already Oh, was you Jessica not here? So this was when you were out sick, Jessica. So the NCAA people came to the studio and
We sold it out.
we sold it out. But it was free to sign up.
Gotcha.
But the lady didn't believe J-Mac. And he said, if we talk about it right now and tell them to go register, y'all not going to have no more submissions after this. By the time they left, the 4,000 kids were signed up.
Man.
So it's going to be some kids from everywhere in this dribble. And I wish there was something like this when I was a kid. Maybe it was. We just didn't know about it.
Right.
You know, but just giving them the opportunity to do something like that. And it's a mile. The kids going to do a mile. Now,
Wow.
J-Mac, are you going to be dribbling with the kids?
Now, let me tell you, once I hear his speech,
That's a no.
no, inspire me.
Well, let me.
Because I don't know.
He said
See,
give
my
him some.
thing is, I don't know if I can do it. But you inspire me and give me that hope that I can right now, J-Mac. Let's see what you got.
Hey, kids, J-Mac just said on the air that he will be with you in the dribble. It was stated on the record. You know what I'm saying?
That's all the motivation I need right there.
Love it.
Oh, man. Well, Terry, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is this the biggest one you've done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, 4,000 people. Yeah. Like, I'm grateful. I think it's awesome. I'm excited to step up for a big moment. And just remind little people that they got big things inside of them. Like, we're going to dribble some basketballs, but really we're taking a journey. Like, through downtown H-Town and Final Four weekend. What? I didn't get to experience that as a kid.
Yeah. And then even if you did, you don't have the memories because back then there wasn't like camera phones, so your parents weren't out there like pulling out the camera phone. And not to mention, so it's from City Hall, and we're gonna go to George R. Brown to Fan Fest. So after like everybody going into Fan Fest having a really good time, it's a Sunday that you all should be out there
This is
to enjoy with all of
history.
us, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be so great. Terry, where can they follow you at? What you got going on, man? Because Terry, a preacher, motivational speaker, train, like he does everything. What you got going on, man?
So I like to love people well from a holistic standpoint. Like, I like to serve the whole human. So physical fitness, I'm definitely a co-founder of The League and love to train people for reps in the gym. But also outside of that, I'm all about mental fitness. We got this reset coaching program we do now where I'm doing life coaching, mindset coaching, nutrition coaching. I'm all about emotional well-being. I myself am a coach, not a counselor, but I'm all about therapy. So you're going to hear me say out loud, for anybody who doesn't know, it's okay to not be okay. Please, no friend, go talk to a therapist.
Let me ask you this though, as a black man, how did you get to this point?
Yeah.
Because as black men, they deal with so much. You guys deal with so much at a young age, and so much trauma. You guys keep a lot in, and then don't get to the other side of that. And every time I see you, you're positive. You have great energy. Like, how did you become this type of person where you're able to pour into other people? Because everybody can't do it.
That's big. You know, I would say I got to credit my social support. You know, my sister is a psychologist, actually, and she will tell you social support is as important as medication
What is social
and great
support?
doctors. Social support is having people that you're in community with that love you. And they love you enough to champion you when you're doing great and to also help you when you're not doing so great, right? And for me, a person who is known for their smile and relied upon to bring inspiration, like I have an awareness that when I step in a room, people are looking at me like, hey, this is the guy that's gonna make me smile today, right? And so I noticed that there was a period of time during the pandemic where I lost access to my smile. I didn't feel a sense of hope or excitement, right? And I am so grateful to God for my wife who was able to share with me just some thoughts, a podcast episode about it, and just like a big question like, hey, you want to like look into this a little bit deeper? And it helped me to realize, like, you know what? Maybe I am at a position where I can't get myself out of. You know, the man in me is like, oh, I can find a way to fix anything. Well, this was something I couldn't slap some duct tape on and fix. So I figured I'd go talk to somebody.
You mentioned your wife. How important is it to have a spouse that sort of can speak to you or pour into you? Like, how important is that for not just like your career, but your entire life?
Oh, man. Well, you asking me, my wife is my everything. Like, you know, people say my wife is my quote unquote best friend or better half. I can tell you absolutely honestly, that's my favorite human being on the planet.
Aww.
Like, that's my girl. That's my homie. She's wife now, but she's forever my girlfriend. I'm going to continue to date her.
I love that.
I think it's very important that we have somebody who's got our back, somebody that's in our corner. And I know that for some people, marriage isn't the decision that they make. And I honor that. You know, I want to be fully inclusive in this. But I will say that for me and in my lived experience, my wife has been the brain behind everything that we've done. I tell her all the time, like, look, I'm the heart, you the brain, together we serve the body, right?
Come on now.
Even with the league, like with the gym, like I do programming workouts and I do client-facing activity. I like to coach the classes. I like to design fly merch. I like to do those things. Do not trust me with anything that has to do with an Excel spreadsheet.
The business part, right?
This woman is an incredible business mind. Has a background from Wall Street.
She quit Wall Street to help you.
Bird was an investment banker in equity capital markets in NYC.
Wow.
And now she's doing all that, like top level, big energy, great brain on her.
Doing
and
it
doing
for
that
y'all company, y'all
with
legacy.
our company, yeah.
Y'all legacy. That's dope. My good friend, my big brother, I always tell him how important therapy is and how I think everybody should see a therapist. Not when something's going wrong, but, you know, just to have somebody to talk to throughout the life if you don't have anybody like, you know, a wife or something. And, you know, for the guys that are listening, it's tough for them to go to therapy. I mean, what could you say to them?
Yeah, I would just say it's okay to not be okay. That you feel weak when you express vulnerability, but ironically, you are strongest when you let somebody in on your weakness because you create the opportunity and the space for somebody to pour into you that will welcome you into your strongest self. You know, and I mean, if I were to take it, you know, like you mentioned, I do some ministry work as well. If I were to take it the scripture-based route, I would say his strength is made perfect in your weakness. You got to be able to take your armor off and be able to expose your weakness to have access to the thing that's going to actually make you stronger.
Woo! I love that.
Beautiful.
I love that. Well, Terry the trainer, say no more. He gonna be out there, man, getting us inspired. So make sure you get
Thank
there
you for
early
what
if
you
you
do,
have
Terry.
registered. Where can they
thank you.
follow you, Terry?
Hey, I'm easy to find at Terry the Trainer. That's how you find me on Instagram, Facebook, all things social. And if you feel compelled to follow the gym as well, it's at the League HTX. That's also linked in my bio at Terry the Trainer. So hit me up. Let's chat. Let's do life together.
Well, thank you so much. We're gonna see you on Sunday at 11 a.m. in the morning. It's 97.9 The Box.
Good morning, H-Town.